Hi guys, so for today's video I decided that I would show you my go-to soft glam look. This is a look that I've been doing for a while. Whenever I know that I have like a special event or I really just want my makeup to look like perfect, like really just put together, beautiful, this is the look that I go for. I wore this out on New Year's Eve and it lasted so well. The eyes looked stunning. So yeah, today's video is going to be my go-to soft glam look. I really hope you enjoy it and let's get started. Hi guys, so I've already primed my eyes off camera. I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer and I set it with my MAC Studio Fix Powder in NC15. And I also did a little bit of brows, but I'll probably add more into my brows once I've done the rest of my makeup. So for my eyes, I'm going to use the Friendcation palette by Desi and Katie and Dose of Colours. This is like my go-to palette for any look, to be honest, so this is why I'm using it. So I'm going to go in with the colour Necessary, which is just a really good transition shade for my skin tone. And you can use whatever shades that you have or whatever kind of tones that you like to use. Some people love like pinky kind of mauvey tones on them. I just prefer kind of neutrals, browns on my skin tone. So I'm actually just going to do one eye on camera just so it's easier. So once I've built up that colour Necessary, I then go in with the colour Churro with a smaller brush and just kind of take this into my outer V and then slowly take it into my crease. And this look is so simple because like I only use 2 shades. The only reason I don't do like more shades is because one, I like this look on me, just 2 shades, it's easy, it's simple, and the more that I fiddle around with my eyes, the more they tend to like tear up. And as you can see already, it's pretty dark already, so I don't need to really go in with a different colour to like give it depth. It's already got depth. So the eyeshadow part is done. So that's all I've done, 2 colours, and it looks really nice. It looks dark enough to handle the glitter and for like an event look, but it doesn't look too dark and smoky, just because that's not the look that I go for when I want like my go-to glam. So for my lid, I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Scattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in Foil. This is what makes this look so good. It honestly takes it from 0 to 100 very quickly. So what I do is just kind of press on this glitter shade where I want it. And I'm not bothered if it goes into my crease because it just looks like effortless. I do kind of take it all over my lid, but I will darken out my outer V a little bit. So now I'm going to go back in with the colour Churro and just take this over to my crease and my outer V. Okay, just to add a little bit more dimension to this look, I'm going to go in with the PS Glitter Eyeshadow in pink. It's not pink, it's gold. And what I like to do is just kind of go over it, just so it brings a little bit of lightness, and then go over that with my fingers, just so I can kind of spread out the lightness and the sparkle in it. Okay, so now that I used that Primark glitter, you won't probably be able to tell on camera, but in person, you can see much more specks of glitter and different tones. So like right now I can see like a light gold and like a kind of gold silver tone. So it just gives it more dimension rather than it just being that one gold colour, the Hourglass one. So now that I've basically done my eyes, I'm going to go off camera, do this one, wipe off all the glitter fallout that I have, and then I'll come back and show you the rest of the look and how I do my base and stuff. So I'm back guys. As you can see, I've done both of my eyes. The sun is going down, so the light behind me is the sun going down, so I can't do anything about that. So now for the base, I'm going to go in with my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm going to use 2 pumps of this, like 1.5 pump actually, and then put this on my face. And I do let this like sink in for like a minute because that's what you're meant to do. And I do notice a difference when I do that and when I haven't done that in the past. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Primer and just put this in my porous areas, which is over here for me. I actually really like this primer. It reminds me a lot of my MUA primer. So now for my under eye corrector, I'm going to go in with my Becca one. And I'm going to go under here and around my mouth with it. And then I blend this out with my finger. Now for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Superstay Foundation in Ivory. So this is a foundation that I wear when I want my foundation to last and I have like a special event. This is like my go-to foundation. I do use other foundations. I dabble into other foundations. However, when I want my makeup to last, this is the one I use. So I use a brush first and then I will go over all of this with my beauty blender. So now I'm going to go in with cream bronzer. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Cushion de Soleil Glam Bronzer. I've been loving this. I've been using it a lot. I'm going to go in with this in the areas that I want to bronze. And I usually go higher with this than like how I would normally, just because it is a cream contour or cream bronzer. I do want to blend it up rather than down. So now for cream blusher, I'm going to go in with B by Superdrug's Liquid Blusher in Nude. I've been really loving this as well. Really enjoying this. Okay, so now for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Jouer Concealer in Custard. This has been like my go-to concealer. I haven't used anything else but this. So usually while I'm letting this dry down, I go in with a flat brush like this, and I actually go over my smile lines with it and try to take out any foundation that's in my smile lines. It looks crazy right now because you can really see my smile lines, but I do go over this with Beauty Blender. So now I'll go over it with my Beauty Blender. This has really been helping with my foundation not creasing as much. Because you're taking out any excess product from those lines, it's less likely to crease as much as I used to crease. So now I have blended out my concealer. I'm going to go in with my powder. And for powder today, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I do usually go in with my Laura Mercier and then this one usually, just to brighten up the area. But I just felt like using this one today. So now for bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Fenty bronzer in Shady Biz. Okay, so now with the same bronzer, I'm just going to go under my lip and just kind of contour bronze that area up. Now for more bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Becca, Chloe and Malika palette. I've been really enjoying this palette, really loving it. I kind of regret not adding a few of these new bits that I got just before like the end of last year in my 2019 favourites. I just thought because they're too new I shouldn't, but I kind of regret it because I've been loving them and I've been using them so much. So now for blush, I'm going to go in with this colour here and pick some up and put some on my cheeks. And for blush, I kind of just pick whatever blush is closest to me and what blush I kind of feel for that look or for that day. Now I'm just going to cut my cheek with the same Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. So now I'm going to blend this away just because this is quite pigmented. So now I'm just going to set my face. So I'm just adding some inner corner highlight. So now for lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of Necessary. Well, a lot of Necessary. And then a touch of Churro. I really take this colour Necessary quite low down because I love that kind of look. Now I'm going to go in with that colour Churro. And just keep this closer to my actual lash line. So now for the lower lash line, I'm just going to add a little bit of Cheens just to this outer part. And this just darkens it out a little bit. So now for highlighter, I'm using the Becca palette and just going in with the highlighter on my nose and my Cupid's bow. So for my brows, I just went in with the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper just to fill them in more, just because I had filled my brows in a little bit before I filmed with this PS Skinny Brow Pencil in dark brown. For mascara, I'm going to use my Maybelline Lash Sensation Mascara. This is the only mascara that really does not flake me, holds my lashes up, and it just doesn't budge. So I'm going to do quite a lot of this. I actually don't wear a lot of mascara anymore just because my eyes tear up a lot. But when like it's in a special event, I do load up on my mascara. So for mascara, I go in with my Maybelline one. I do a coat of this, like quite a good coat. And then I go in with my Benefit Bad Girl Bang one. And before that fully dries, I go in with another coat of this. Just because that way, this is the last coat to be on my lashes. Because the Benefit one does flake, it can't be like the last coat of of mascara that I do. So now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Bad Girl Bang one. So for lip liner, I'm going to go in with the NYX lip liner in Cappuccino. For lipstick, I used my MAC Honey Love, and then I went over it with my Colourpop What's Your Sign lipstick. So now for lip gloss, I'm going to go in with the Morphe lip gloss in Flower Crown. So now for the finished touch of my brows, I'm going to go in with my Benefit 24 Hour Brow Setter and just kind of comb these babies up a little bit. I'm just going to add my little mole there. I'm going to add one here because I have like a little spot. I actually have a mole here, but it's quite a faint mole, and because of my foundation I definitely cover it up. Okay, so I've added like my usual moles and then added a little bit more. So yeah guys, this is my go-to soft glam look. This is the look that I usually wear when I've got an event. I will like tailor it depending on whether it's like during the day or during the night. If it's during the night, I usually go this dark, but if it is during the day, I tend to go lighter, still with the same kind of tones, but just a little bit less dark and just a little bit more subtle. The lip is like basically what I've been doing. I like going in with my either my MAC Honey Love or my Colourpop one. It depends on what I want, and sometimes like today I use both. So yeah, the base is basically everything that I usually use anytime I want my makeup to look flawless in person, to last really well, to just look really put together, still skin-like but just elevated. So yeah, this is my go-to glam look. I do really like this look. I do get complimented when I wear this look. People say my eyes look really nice and my skin looks good, so obviously it does look good in person. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, some comments down below if you'd like, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.